Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Everquest Old School. And on tonight's episode, we are going to be playing over here in the DreadLands, guys. And I am joined by some very, very good friends. Many of them you will probably already know by now. Now, of course, we have Cypher Deck with us tonight.
Hello everyone, this is Cypher Deck, and I am playing Malagdori, a level 40 Shadow Knight.
And we also have ZKP99.
What's going on, YouTube? ZK here. I'm playing my level 35 Enchanter Veldeth. I just hit level 35 not too long ago before we came over here, and we're getting some experience, so.
And we also have Locane Gaming.
What's going on, guys? My name's Loking Gaming, coming back for another one.
And then, of course, Chupacabra, who's playing on his monk tonight. He's not on comms at the moment, but he is in the group, and he's doing a really decent amount of damage tonight. Actually, more than decent amount of damage. They all are. They all have really, really good weapons. And so we're doing this a little bit better than some of you might be able to if you come over here. But I think, Cypher, you were letting me know that you could solo these creatures, right?
Yeah, well, I'd have to fear kite them, but yeah, I can solo them pretty easy.
How dangerous is fear kiting in this spot with all the roamers that move around all over the place?
It can be pretty bad, but usually I don't do it back here. I do it at the very back of KC.
Oh,
Seems
okay.
to be a better place to fear at.
Now, are these guys social, or are they only going to aggro if they see you?
Oh, they're very social.
Oh, okay, so yeah, if your mob runs out in the wrong area, you're gonna have some seriously bad day.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure.
Although KC is just right around the corner, guys. So if you get into trouble, you could try to zone in there. Just remember, depending on how often people are leaving that city and coming back into it, there might be the door room, the guards that spawn there. And yeah, the last time I saw those guys, I was like 29 or something like that, and they one-shotted me. So very, very tough mobs.
Yeah, they're not nice at all.
And in fact, some of them see invis, so you can't just go up there and invis and expect to get past them. So
Yeah.
keep that in mind as well.
Yeah, that definitely does suck. But I mean, if you're a warrior, you should be able to run right by. Granted, they don't do anything to you. Have you ever been stunned or rooted by those guys?
Now, the ones outside KC aren't casters, so
Oh,
they
okay.
can't root.
But they can stun you.
Yeah, they can stun, they can kill you in a couple hits if you're lower level.
Yeah, so be ready for that, guys, if you decide to run over there to that entrance. But if you can get on the inside and then, die from poison or something like that, you're more likely to find a res, actually an experience res in there than you will out here. But, it just comes down to like what times you're playing and who's on at the time, and if anybody feels like being nice to you.
Yeah.
Also keep in mind that the train's in KC as well.
There's supposed to be rules, etiquette and training there. Don't expect it to actually be taken into account all the time. If you zone in on the right-hand side, that's usually the safe area, right? And then if you zone out on the other side, the left-hand side, that's usually the train area. But I've zoned in plenty of times in that place back in the day, and train just sitting there waiting for you on both ends, and people will not leave it alone. People will not wait. And it just kind of dominoes back and forth for like the next 20 minutes. People trying to get their bodies back and training both sides, and just, it's a big headache, so.
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
It's kind of like that saying, you can wake up dead. Well, you can zone in dead. And just, you actually zone in to see your corpse, and then it will zone you to wherever your bind point is. So, yeah, very, very sucky in that regards. But out here, pretty nice. We haven't had really any issues other than... Cypher, you did go Link Dead earlier, and because of that, unfortunately, you died out there.
It was a glorious death.
You did hold your ground, man. You took him on.
Yeah, well, he was even con to me, so I expected that whenever I saw him disappear, that it was over.
I do like how they have either they themselves have fixed it, or they just so happened the expansion that we're on, they had fixed it by that point, that when you do lose your connection while you're running, it stops you rather than, I mean, your body will keep running, but from what I've noticed, when you log back in, you'll be kind of where you actually lost your connection and not clear across the whole zone or dead because your body kept running, for another, 400 feet until it ran into some camp and died there, so.
Well, if I would have,
I want to touch base on that for a minute. One time I went LinkedIn and I went LinkedIn for like a minute out, and I was in the sublist room in the fungi room because I kept telling Cypher that I kept going LinkedIn, and
yeah,
every time I got back, before I would go LD, I'd stop and stay in the exit room just in case I spawned, or just in case I need to get out of there when I come back in. And when I came back into the game, I wasn't even in that room. I was in the hallway, and there was a couple roamers on me.
Yeah, it will do that from time to time, but it doesn't seem like it's nearly as bad as it used to be. Like, it used to, like, that would happen regardless. I would remember, being in groups and losing my connection, and when I came back, I was running into another room, and I'm a cleric. Like, I'm always sitting on my butt. How did I even stand up and start running? Like, the game would glitch out on you and do weird things like that. I don't really see anything like that ever happen anymore. If you're not already in the movement of running, it doesn't seem like it keeps, going in that direction, so.
yeah. I wish I would have turned attack on, because my guy would have actually tried to at least survive. But because I didn't, he probably just took the hits and died.
Yeah. Although I like how they did that, where now your guy will actually fight back, and fight back better than what you could do.
I don't know about that now.
Well,
But yeah, I know what you mean.
granted without the spells and things of that sort, but I mean, you do a lot faster, with your sword or your melee weapon, and you can take the hits a little bit better because you're not there. They're giving you like the benefit of the doubt and just trying to give you that extra bonus to maybe survive during that horrible time that everybody gets from time to time. So,
Yeah.
I have no problem. Like, this is a hard game, and it's one of those things where we like it hard, but when it comes to losing your connection, I don't really like them penalizing people for that because it's nobody's fault. Like, everybody has crap internet at times, and it just sucks. It really does suck when you have issues like that.
This is named.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What's he drop? Anything good?
I don't know. I've killed him a few times. Oh, he drops that whip. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember. He drops the yellow whip.
Yep.
And it's for a quest. I think, Chupa was saying it's for a quest there.
Link it in group. There we go.
Do you know what kind of quest it is? And it's not no trade, so you can pick it up and sell it to somebody. Somebody else needs it.
Let me see. It's for the Necromancer Skullcap. It's an Ixar Necromancer quest.
Anybody has a necro that needs it?
I don't have an XR.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd just give it to a new person on the server. In my opinion, 733 at that level 1.
You save it for the giveaway then.
Yeah.
All right, I will. 10-4.
And hopefully we'll be doing that giveaway. I don't want to give away the date of the giveaway, actually, because that's going to be kind of a little surprise coming up here pretty soon. But, yeah, we're going to be doing that, giving away bronze and, just kind of going to the low levels and doing what we did before. And some of the higher up items that will make people's day. As well as I've been working on my skill to do cooking, so I'm hoping to hand out, a few stacks of stat food, something that gives you like an extra strength or stamina for some of the low-level people, just so that they know there's items out there like that in the game if they're brand new to it. But some of you guys, you've been working on your skills as well, right?
Yeah, I've been working on alchemy, but it's not very high still. So it takes a lot of money for alchemy as is. So.
And what?
Because for alchemy, with alchemy, it's a shaman skill only. You make potions, and some of those potions has a 50% chance fail rate, so it sucks when they fail, and you spend all that plat and all that time making all these potions and they fail.
Right. And what's the hard piece to get in that one at your level right now? Is it just I buy all my stuff from the vendor, or do you have to actually go off and find items?
Yeah. There's certain, like, hill giant toes and stuff like that, and frost giant toes and ice giant toes used. Each of the different toads are used to make different kinds of potions, so you have to go out and farm hill giants or ice giants or frost giants, and it can be a pain in the butt sometimes because they don't always drop them.
Right. Well, from now on, now that I know that, we'll definitely save the toes for you. That way you can make some of those potions. Is there any other hard-to-find items that are maybe at higher levels?
That I don't know. Like I said, my skill's not that high, but it's getting up there.
Oh, okay. So you weren't planning ahead. You weren't like looking at it like, oh, maybe I need to start saving up on these items as well that are going to be coming up in the next,
Yeah, what I'm gonna be doing for the giveaway right now, or I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna be making. I'm gonna be making soap pots, a couple of soap pots to give away.
Those are going to be really nice. I don't think the low levels, or maybe some of them might, but some of them will definitely not realize just how nice of an item that is, and they're going to use it a bit too much and then just be very sorry later on that they did. But
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
those are worth about 100 platinum per stack from what I hear, and they are incredibly nice to save for that situation where, oh, now I got to run to meet my friend over in 14 zones over, and there's no druids on to teleport me, and I don't have any cash anyways. Let me give myself that soul or spirit of the wolf, and now it's not going to take an hour and a half. It will only take 30 minutes.
Right.
So,
Yeah, they are definitely handy. That's for sure. And they're lightweight too. They're lightweight too, so they're good for monks that carry on them.
and what about the rest of you guys? Are you working on any special skills in mind right now?
I need to get my blacksmithing up. I'm up high enough that I can do banded. I need to get to a point where I can do full sets of cultured Tyrdal armor.
And what's the items that you're kind of looking for on that? Was it all vendor stuff that you can buy, or you need that special something off of a certain mob?
Well, for the next set of armor that I can make, it will be ornate, which means I'm going to have to go to permafrost and pretty much just farm greens for the different ores that drop. And being that I'm not a nice, being that I'm not a troll or an ogre, it's going to be pretty hard for me to be able to take too many with me.
But you were talking about the ores. Can you not buy those from NPCs? You can only find them off of creatures?
Well, I mean, the ore, if those are the ores that we sell for 50 plat at a vendor. So the vendor's actually going to sell them a whole lot more than what we would actually sell them for.
Right, but I mean, if you had the cash and you just kind of went in there and threw it around a little bit, you could buy everything from a vendor.
Yeah, I could do that. It's just I'd rather
I'd
rather at least loot all my stuff. The problem is that if I do it to permafrost, then I would have to take it all the way back to Neriak. If I did it in
Sol
A, then I'd be able to take it to Neriak. But then you have I don't know, like 4 or 5 level 40s or 50s always in there farming it. So and I'm not going to take away from people who are actually going to get experience. So I'll just have to do it late at night sometime and just take a lot of empty bags that have weight reduction to do it.
Yeah, that just kind of sucks. You got to do it that way. But it's kind of the same way with jewelry crafting. You can do it, you can buy all the gems from an NPC. You can buy all the bars from an NPC, but it's going to cost you not even a small fortune. That's going to cost you a large fortune to do that one. Whereas,
Also,
Yeah.
I was gonna say with jewel crafting, you have to have an enchanter enchant the bars as is.
well, you don't
Yeah.
you don't necessarily have to for some of the recipes. You're just not going to get some of the greatest items that you can possibly get out of it.
Yeah, I was just saying enchant. That's the only thing enchanters are good for is enchanting bars.
Well, not only that, but your enchanter has a high charisma. Most enchanters have a high charisma, and so you're going to buy the bars a lot cheaper because of that. So
Yeah.
Yep.
goes hand in hand with that skill for sure.
And I'll definitely need an enchanter to be able to make the Tyrdal armor, because it takes a special kind of ore that has to be enchanted by an enchanter.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are wondering, guys, you get the enchantment spell whether you're actually doing that skill or not. So any enchanter can enchant a bar of gold for you. It's then that is given back to the the creator that will craft it into something, or at least try to, and hopefully he doesn't fail. But
Yeah.
it's always a chance of that happening. The higher your skill is, the easier you can make stuff that is trivial. So you almost want to be past, long past whatever you're trying to make.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but there's always that one chance to fail. So even if your skill is really high, no matter what, there's always gonna be that chance to fail. So
Yep.
Yeah,
it does suck.
It's there, and it's gonna bite you in your butt quite a bit, especially when you start getting some of these harder to find items, and you're making that really, really good piece of armor. But yeah, it's why those pieces are worth as much as they are, because it's never a sure thing. EverQuest 2, they made it a sure thing. This one, not even close to that. So I like that extra challenge. But I've kind of gone over this before. So for me, I like the difficulty of video games. Although there are a few out there that on easy mode are still very, very enjoyable, just not in the same regards as this one.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, this one's deeper into me.
Oh, great! Yeah, this is gonna do some damage.
He's slowed. Oh god, he's on me. Was on me.
And I think Chupa was saying that one of his characters was doing pottery. I think he was saying on that one. So it's gonna be interesting to see what. I guess Hydros is doing his with the bows. What do they call that? The archery stuff, the fletching. There you go. So he already has a skill there, and he's doing that kind of out of necessity just for his class. But I don't know. Between all of us, we'll probably have at least one person doing all the skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's only doing pottery for the volume vapors.
What are those?
I think isn't he also doing cooking?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him.
Oh,
for-
Thurgan gate
for-
potions.
Yeah, the Thurgan and gate pots are very handy, but they don't work. They don't work in some places.
Are they no trade?
Yeah, they are. Unfortunately.
Okay, so you got to do it yourself if you want to have that ability.
Yep.
Well, that's nice. That's nice to know, because that means I need to go back and do my pottering at least at some point. This guy can't get around very easily, and as a cleric, you kind of want that ability.
You need the when poured around Velius, you need the teeth from each ring to get around in Velius. So you need the Thurgan and teeth before you can even cast that gate pot.
Oh, and you started tailoring as well. I kind of wanted to do tailoring, but I was gonna wait and go and harvest a lot of those silk from the lizard guys we got over in the Field of Bones. Unfortunately, that place is always camped every single time I get on. So, wow, 120. That's not too bad though. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I'm already up to 135 with my cooking, and I did that in about an hour and a half. So,
Nice.
yeah,
But yeah,
cooking
like-
is so easy, so
But
easy.
But like I said, man, you gotta some of these skills suck, man. When leveling up,
Yeah.
like brewing. Brewing is such a pain, man. For the rain quest, I had to go through so much just to do that, man. And I'm not even gonna make it. Brewing just doesn't make anything but alcohol, man. So it's nothing. It's not useful for anything.
Well, I mean, food's not really useful for anything either, but I figured I'd go ahead and do that just because I was bored. And
At least food gives you stats, man.
yeah, but so does the brewing for the right class. Melee, they get their strength increased if they don't mind the penalty to their intelligence and wisdom. But warriors, they don't give a crap about that. So
But their vision is also blind if they drink too much.
yeah,
brew.
you got to find the right balance with that. But most warriors, they know exactly kind of how often to do that. In fact, it becomes like second nature that they just click that button every so often, every 5-7 minutes or something. Drink another. Of course, it depends on the type of drink that they're getting as well. Some of them are a lot stronger than others. So
Yeah. Just need to get your tolerance up anyway. That way you can maximize your stamina.
Also, keep in mind if you're a warrior, you gotta raise your intelligence, or if you're a medium class, you gotta raise your intelligence and wisdom once going up. So it's a pain sometimes.
right. So the higher your intel or wisdom is, depending on the class that you're playing, the faster you learn your skills. I was actually mentioning that on the video that I did for my cooking, because on the walkthrough, it says to buy like 10 stacks of bat wings and 10 stacks of fish, and then make your little fish rolls and stuff. I think I only bought like 4 stacks of each that I needed, and the rest were, far more than I needed to max my skill out, and that's because I have 200 wisdom. If I had 250, I'd go up even faster. I need to buy even less. So that is definitely, an option for you before you go back and do like jewelry making, which is incredibly expensive. Make sure you're maxed out on your intelligence if you're an enchanter or whatever it is that you're playing.
For sure. It's definitely it's definitely does. You got so like if you're a warrior and you try to do jewel crafting or whatever, you gotta unfortunately you gotta take off all your strength gear and your dex gear, and you gotta put on that intelligence gear, and and it does suck because
What would they be? What would a warrior be, by the way? Because they don't have any power, so would they be intelligence or wisdom?
they'd be intelligence.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I know
man.
monks. I know monks are intelligence as well.
I don't know if you could find. I guess maybe they could because you have Shadow Knights, and a lot of the gear that Shadow Knights can wear, warriors can wear as well.
Yeah.
Well, I usually throw, whenever I'm doing blacksmithing, I usually try to throw all my caster gear on this character just because of the fact that I have the increased intelligence and my armor gives me all the strength I need. Though, to be honest, to even get the bars to the forge, I pretty much have to strip down to be able to carry them because my armor weighs a certain amount and it eats into the amount of bars that I can actually carry.
See, what you need to do is have, and I know, Sirkin, if you're watching this, you're going to absolutely hate this idea. You'll probably do something pretty nasty to me if you watch it, but you can always have somebody duel your corpse and leave them there on your extra body. It's a way
That's
for you
true.
not to have to go back to town as often. Like, you're still going to have to come back and pick them up off of your corpse. It's just going to be, a slow run and then come back at another slow run rather than come back and fight for a little while. And
Or I could just have a friend who has a ogre with a lot of strength and just stand there next to me and run down and get all the ore, bring it back up to me, and then just keep doing that. And then that way I can have pretty much a train of just going back and forth. And by the time they get back, I have enough. I've already condensed all those resources down into the plates or the sheets. So that, because right now a ore I think it's 35 weight, and you take 2 of those ores and water and you condense those down to about 5 weight. So 2 bars, which are around 35 weight, condensed down to 5 weight.
can you not do that in the actual zone? Do you not get a portable device like the cooking has the little spit that you can take, or
No. No,
really?
No, you have to go back to a forge in a town to do it. There's no collapsible forges like in live, because that's something that they ended up adding later.
Well, because they did it for cooking, so I wasn't sure if they did it for the forge. But are there no forges in any zone that happens to be a dungeon? Like Soleil, I would imagine maybe over where the clockworks are, there might be a forge over there. Probably not. But
There's actually a forge in Droga in one of the named rooms that you can forge in there.
do they drop the actual bricks in that zone or no?
No.
Oh, well, see, then
Yeah.
it's not as... Like, if it dropped in that zone and then there was a forge there, that would be, like, the ideal place to go. Granted, you'd have to be pretty high level for that one, but... And I guess we lost...
Locane.
Locane, he's...
Yeah.
It shows him...
Well, he's right here still.
No, in the call. It shows him in the call, but now it's trying to connect to him, so I guess it's not working.
Fortunately, stuff like this happens.
Let me see if I can kick him out of the call, and I'll re-invite him here, guys, so we can get him back in. You guys keep the conversation going while I do this real quick, guys.
Yeah, I think I need to get Chupa to get on his ogre one of these days, and just help me transport ore back and forth. Probably take him with me to farm ore. He's paying me.
I'm gonna melee enchanter this guy's enchanter tank.
And
wait, I'm already healing. Don't die, man. Let me get you here. But yeah, if you were taking on a zone like Soleil and there was nobody there and you guys could wreck the zone, there's quite a few names in areas that you could get to very easily, especially if you're not getting ads that you don't necessarily want. Of course, if you're doing that, you want all the ads you can get, but you definitely can, camp 4 or 5 names in that zone and make a little bit of cash that way. You could technically pay off a druid, even one that's not a friend of yours, to go over there and help you out with something like that. So I guess that is always an option to, get a power level or somebody like that that has that, mindset. Because there's a few of them you guys were letting me know about. What was the name of the zone where they have the power leveling group going on 24/7?
Chardock.
Chardock, yeah. It blows my mind that is all that zone is used for. I really do want to check that zone out one day when they're not there.
Well, it won't be here for long because eventually the Chardock revamp happens and you can't power level there anymore.
What level does it go to after that?
Well, it just changes the way the mobs act, if I remember correctly. And
They add a lot more mobs. They add a lot more shopkeeps in there because it's basically you can bind melee and Charlotte because it's considered a town and all that. So
what in the
Whoa, what is
world?
going on out
See that
there?
bard? The bard death. That's what a bard death looks like.
rest in peace,
Wow.
Bart.
See what is
Yeah, you might want to be careful over there, Chuba.
D-stand.
Yeah, see Yetis in there, but yeah, that's what a bard death looks like. And
But
that's why
yeah.
people don't like them, is because a lot of times when they die, they bring that mass group of mobs onto another group or other people.
But yeah, like I was saying, the Chardock revamp will be happening soon, and you can't pull all those mobs anymore. So they're going to be adding a lot more shopkeeps, and they're going to make Chardock harder overall. And everybody's going to be after that new gear in Chardock. Oh, here comes some Pathers. Be careful, guys. Back up, here they come.
Yep, move. I'm moving this way.
Move at all.
You're doing something over there. I don't know what that is that you're doing.
Yeah, you're kneeling down, you're binding wound or something.
Oh, you're gonna.
That's alright, it doesn't...
Man,
we gotta
two
zone this. We gotta zone this, guys.
Oh, yeah, we got more over here.
Four on him. He's gonna die. Let's go ahead and zone it. Wow, be careful.
There's no way I'm gonna make this. Go.
Just run.
Yeah, I'm going so slow. I'm gonna die.
We all don't have Spirit of Wolf, guys.
I'm gonna try to take as many of these off of you as I can.
God, no, just go for it, man. I'm not gonna make this.
You will. Just trust me.
This is a dead end.
Keep going. Just keep going.
That's a
I got
dead end.
these guys on me. And I'm gonna die now.
That's what I said. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh man.
Yeah, just go ahead and go.
I'm dead.
Oh crap. Whew.
Just camp out, AC. Camp
Oh,
out.
I'm too late. I'm dead.
Oh man.
Oh man, I just asked if that guy wanted to revive after that nonsense right there, but it wasn't really his fault. He didn't plan it to die right there in front of us. Oh crap.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot, AC.
that's why people don't like bards, is because of that.
Oh jeez. Now the hard part, which is actually getting our corpses back. Now that we tried to make that run and we stopped right there.
Yep. I Chupa want to get him, or I can get him either way.
Now just wear his polar paws and he can grab him. He can sneak past everything and grab him.
Okay, give me a second. Let me get it up. Or get the spell up, I should say, guys. Somebody out there
hey, at
was
least
thinking
we got to record my bard death and also yeah.
That's what happens, guys. That's called a death in this game.
That's called a serious death. He pulled to the wrong spot. I think he was actually probably trying to get to Frontier Mountains before he died, but still it would have pulled all those mobs on us.
I'm gonna tell him to consent Polar Paw, so he can drag it as well.
Yeah, everyone's dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna revive you here in a second.
Oh, you made it?
No, I died. But I'm bound quite literally where we were grouped, so I'm glad we all ran, so that when we died, I didn't get that nice little, circle of death that happens over and over and over again. Indeed.
Hey, at least I held on to those 5 or 7 mobs until to at least get you away a little bit.
Yeah, I still think you should have zoned it.
They hit you hard enough to get to the point where you were gonna die anyway.
Well, not just that, but ZK had 4 or 5 on him as well, and unfortunately, when he died, they immediately jumped onto me. So that was just it was no win situation. I go so slow with this guy that he can't run. Like, he can gate. That's his option, but unfortunately, I'm bound in the exact same zone. And for those of you who have never gated, when you have creatures like that on you and you're bound in that zone, the one thing that does, guys, is it just moves you. You don't even load. It just moves you to wherever you're bound.
And the enemies will come right for you once you do that.
Yeah, it does not wipe anything at all. So definitely a bad day for you and your group if you decide to go that route. I would not suggest doing that.
Bane Death Chupa. Watch out, guys. Watch out. Back up. Bane Death Chupa.
Oh man. Let me get you guys healed up. Actually,
I gave you clarity.
I appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate it. Let's see, Polar Ball, are you back yet?
Yeah, I'm invised.
Okay, I'll get you in the group when you get back. Or when I can see you, at least, I mean. Can I get you...
Wait a minute, he lived?
No, I revived him.
Oh, I was gonna say that'd be amazing. He took all the damage first.
And I told him to give you consent, Polar Ball. So when we get all this sorted out, if you want to drag him, but let's get our group back first. And how much experience did you guys lose? Have you still made more?
I've still made more than I've lost.
Yeah, same here.
Same.
But guys, while we end up doing this on our end, I think we're going to go ahead and call the episode here. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure, if you're watching on my channel, you go and check out the other guys. Of course, we have ZKP99. He does a lot of really good raid footage. So if you want to see some of the higher up zones, especially mobs that take, 4, 5, 6 groups to kill, and everybody has to be working in, concert to get that done, go over, check out his channel, give him some likes, give him some love, let him know you appreciate the videos because they are very, very interesting. And they're not the easiest to shoot because when all that stuff's going on, your, attention is very split between a lot of stuff. So, I greatly appreciate you putting that stuff out for us to watch. Also, if you want to see some really good footage of other video games, go check out Cypher Deck. If you want to tell them a little bit about your channel, some of the games that you might be doing right now.
Hey everyone, this is CypherDeck, and the games that I'm playing right now are mostly Skyrim, EverQuest 2, as well as some others that I'm sneaking in, like Grow Home, which looks like it's an odd game, but it's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, definitely, guys. A really good, YouTuber. I haven't checked out that one yet. I actually kind of want to watch that video. So, different games out there, a lot of indie ones. Have I got Veil Death already? No, you're already here. That's right. And, of course, guys, we have ZKP99, like I said before, who hasn't gotten a res yet, is what I'm looking at. We got Locane Gaming. You want to tell them a little bit about the new video that I know, a series that you're going to be coming out with here pretty soon?
Street Fighter 5 gonna be coming out pretty much every single day I can possibly record it and play it. So hopefully I can find the secret bosses and all this.
And again, guys, thanks for watching. Oh, and Chupa. Don't want to forget Chupa, guys. My attention's, all over the place right now. But definitely want to thank him for coming out. And we will see you all again next time.
Like